Welcome back. Teach for America is helping make a difference in Detroit. It's a leadership development organization helping transform education and expand opportunities for children inside the classroom.
Heading into the school year, the program enrolled 235 educators to its fellowship program and is expanding to Grand Rapids and Lansing Public Schools. To tell us more about Teach for America, we're joined by Executive Director for Detroit, Armen Hratchian. Thanks a lot for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having me this morning.
So tell us a little more about the organization and what your exact role is within that organization.
Yeah, Teach for America exists to ensure that every child has an excellent education because we know a quality education is the path to economic opportunity. We focus our work largely in schools and communities and for students that have largely been in communities that are underserved and under-resourced, right? Because we know economic opportunity is most limited in those communities.
And Armen, explain a little bit about the connection between Teach for America Detroit and actually Team Michigan.
Yeah, Teach Michigan is an initiative that we launched this past year, invested largely by the state and other philanthropic organizations to really invest into high-impact educators that we have today across the state in classrooms, right? Every single day, teachers are going to work and doing the very best work that they can, and what we know is that we're undervaluing teachers in the state, right? So what we decided to do a few years ago was invest into educators that are doing the work right now, right? And so today we have educators in Sault Ste. Marie, and Benzie County, Traverse City, and Grand Rapids, Kentwood, Saginaw, Lansing, as you said, and Detroit, where we started the organization here a few years back.
Yeah, really statewide. So how does someone go about to sign up with this program?
Yeah, this is an initiative that's really focused in these communities, right? Because what we're trying to do is model what it looks like to value teachers at a higher level. We know we have a teacher shortage in the state, right? And we could do a lot of work on recruiting more teachers in, but we think that the most important work that we do as a state right now is to invest more deeply in the educators that we have. If we value teachers at a higher level, we're going to be solving our teacher shortage by first not losing the teachers we currently have and making the profession more attractive to those that come in. So if you visit teachmichigan.org, teachmi.org to be specific, you can learn more about how to get involved, how to sign up for the program.
And you know, you talk about recruitment. Obviously, we've talked a lot about seeing this decline with teachers. How do you generate interest right now and get more future leaders, future educators interested in programs like this?
Yeah, like I said, we first have to value the educators that we have at a much higher level. That starts with pay, right? We know that educators are underpaid and undervalued for what we know they mean to the economy, what they mean to students every day, right? So we have to pay our educators much more. This is one of the things that we're modeling in our program by providing direct stipends to educators. Second thing we have to do is provide career opportunities. This is a workforce right now where if you want to get paid more, if you want greater opportunity, you leave the classroom, you go into administration. Well, I always talk about we would never want our best wide receiver on the Detroit Lions today to go jump into the general manager's box, right? We want those folks closest to the field. We want our best educators in classrooms. So we have to give career opportunities in the classroom for educators to grow. And then finally, we're all talking about how the education system needs to be designed at a better level, right? Because it's not serving students, not serving educators. We need to trust our educators to design a better system. We have to give them the resources, we have to give them the time, the agency to design better systems. So we think if we do those things, and those are all the things that we're modeling in the Teach MI, Teach Michigan program, if we do all those things at scale, we think that will solve this teacher shortage at a much higher level.
Is being an educator still something college students look at? I mean, I know when I was in college, I think about 5 out of every 10 of my buddies went into teaching profession. Yeah. Is it still looked as a career many people want to do?
It's not. There's a 65% decline in teacher education programs around the state, and I think that's just a reflection of the way, again, we're not valuing educators. There's one other thing I'll name for you that we really have to solve for. Post-pandemic, most careers, you're working from home, you have flexible hours. Teachers don't have that, right? My wife is a high school librarian. She wakes up every day at 5 in the morning and she's off the road at 6 a.m. and she does that 5 days a week. And today we have 300 plus educators in our fellowships that are doing the same across communities in the state. And teachers love the work they do, right? Educators love the students that they're serving and the work they do. They believe in it. And yet, it's not a sustainable profession and it's not competitive to other professions that are allowing more flexibility and better pay. So we have to solve for that stuff, and I think if we do that, you're going to find that the most talented folks that are sitting on college campuses will choose education again.
Let's hope so. All right. Well, Armen, we appreciate you being here and offering your insight with us this morning.
Thanks so much for having me.
Time for a quick break. We're back in a few minutes with top headlines.